Hello, welcome back. This is Wency from Wency's Toys channel, and today I will be reviewing the LEGO set 71738 Zane's Titan Mech Battle from the LEGO Ninjago Legacy series from Season 5. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's first take at the minifigures. So first up is the only no-name minifigure in this set, and his designation is Soul Archer. So as you can see, since he's the Soul Archer, he has a bow and arrow. And I like very much on how they made the ghoulish sort of leg piece here with a mixture of purple and yellow to make it a little bit more ghoulish. And I also like the torso printing here. Very much tattered like in the cartoon. And of course he also has a back printing. And taking a look at the minifigure face, it doesn't have a back printing, and it has a ghoulish printing at the front, a skull face with, of course, it's made out of neon yellow, so that gives it a sort of reflective property. But it doesn't show much when you put on his ninja headpiece. And then next is the named character villain in this set, and his name is Goltar. So the difference is he has the same torso printing and the leg piece, ghoulish leg piece here, as well as the back printing, as you can see. And his headpiece, his head is pretty much the same. The only difference is his accessories, where he has this ninja mask, the shoulder armor, and of course the Chinese hat that's also in purple. And then he also has this fancy looking scythe that's double-sided or double-bladed, as you can see here. So it has two blades here and here, and he can hold it like a staff. Pretty cool leg piece again. Then next up we have Zane. Of course, he's now in his robotic form, and he has this pretty cool Season 5 ninja outfit for him, and he also has a bow and arrow and his silver katana here, and he has actually two pieces that can put on his head, his silver hair, and of course also his ninja headpiece. But he doesn't have a second face because his head is robotic, so now you've got this robotic form here at the back. And then lastly, we have, of course, since this is the Ninjago 10th year anniversary, we have the limited edition Golden Ninjas. And here we have the J Legacy Golden Ninja. So he has his gold printing for his ninja outfit. And he also has two katanas with his special back piece. And he also has this blue face shield to signify that it's J. And if we look at his faces, then you will see that he has this angry face and his happy face. And this stand here is brick built. And the one thing that I've noticed while building these sets was that this additional piece here is color coded, so it's blue for J and it was red for Kai in the Boulder Blaster set. Okay, on to the main build. So this is Zane's Titan Mech. Although the set's name is Zane's Titan Mech Battle, unlike the previous iteration of this set, this is the only mech that is included in the set. It doesn't include the ghost mech that was part of the previous iteration of this set. But one thing that's very good with this model is that it has articulated knees. So you can actually bend the knees on this mech. Unlike previous iterations of Ninjago mechs that don't have knees. But even though you can articulate the knees, the one problem I have is that the feet doesn't have that much articulation. So even if you try to pose it like this, it's a bit hard to make action shots. As you can see, the back leg is not stable. So you have to pose it like that, which is not really how this should be. It would have been nice if either the toe would have been more posable, or that they made room for the ankle because it cannot go back farther. So this is the best that you can do as posability. If you can see here. And it's not that stable as well. So it's a bit hard to get it posed in a diagonal stance because it's a little bit top heavy, right? If you are running, right, you would be actually posed like this, pretty much, with your leg in front, your back there, and your torso leaned forward, right? But it's not a stable pose here. You can't pose him anymore like so. It will fall off. See, it's not stable. So the best pose that you can do with this new leg articulation is just like this, with the back leg almost still pretty much parallel. You've got to be careful, as you can see while I'm doing this, that this keeps falling off because it's pretty much out there. So once you pose this, then that's pretty much what you can do. It's nice that they have articulation in the knees, but I think they can improve further. And of course, it would be nice if you can easily pose the legs as well. But the leg pieces or the leg connections are pretty much standard for all the mechs from Lego, as I've seen. And the build pretty much is almost the same with the previous Lego Ninjago mechs. So here, the hands have pretty much, it's a little bit more articulated for the fingers. You can swing around the wrist, which is a nice feature. One thing that you weren't able to do before. And here as well. But in this arm, since this one is swivel, you can, once you move this has to move around first. Now, comparing the size of this with the Lloyd's Titan mech, another Titan mech, it's pretty much the same. It's a little bit shorter than Lloyd's Titan mech. As you can see, this one stands taller, but this one doesn't have any articulated legs. So pretty much this is the best pose that you can do. It's pretty hard to pose this mech. See, it's going to fall again. And again, there's not much ankle articulation. But here, this is as much as you can rotate the arm. It's not at the wrist level, it's at the elbow level that you can articulate. Here, it's pretty much the elbow is just up and down. You can't move it from side to side, so that's why they put a wrist here. And if we look at the Firestone mech from last year's Ninjago mechs, let's put Zane's Titan mech in the middle. So compared to this one, the Firestone mech sits a little lower because it has actually angled legs. And of course, since this is pretty solid, you can't bend the knees again. And of course, there's no point in articulating the ankles except for left to right. So this is the only pose that you can get as far as the Firestone mech is concerned. And it's pretty much so that you can have a center of gravity here because of the angled feet. So, yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how the Zane's Titan mech is built. It's pretty much the same as all of the Lego Ninjago mechs, but it's more closer to how a Gundam mech would be if you were to design a Gundam mech in Lego, especially here at the head. It's pretty much the same here. And this is where you can put Zane, and let's try and putting Zane inside of it. So if I put Zane inside of this, there's two studs in the front where I can put him on, and there's some controllers on the top, and the sword might not fit. So that is the best that you can do. And then you can pull down the head. So you can see here, that's pretty much how low the head can be with Zane in there. And that's it for my review for Zane's Titan mech. I'm pretty happy with the build. You can get a lot of the articulation here, and actually the arms, as compared to the other mechs here, sits pretty close to the body, which I like. These ones, it's not much, see, because of how the legs are positioned, but this one, since the legs are positioned lower from the torso, you can get a pretty closer gap between the arm and the body. Okay, so here are all the mechs from the last 3 years. This one, Lloyd's Titan mech, was from 2019. 2020 gave us the Firestone mech, and this year we have the Zane's Titan mech, which is a legacy mech. So I hope you liked my review of Zane's Titan mech battle set, and if you liked this video, please hit the like button. And please hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, as YouTube analytics say that almost more than 90% of my viewers have not yet subscribed. So please subscribe to my channel. This will help me a lot in making future videos. Okay, until then, Ninjago!